Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another re-review from my previous channel. Keith Gordon and Amanda Plummer in Static. Let's check it out. Our movie starts with a band. This is a crucifix factory, and this is Ernie Glick, played by Keith Gordon. He makes crucifixes, or is it crucifies?
What are you doing here so early?
At least he did work.
I got fired.
Are you kidding?
No, I really did. The foreman, he caught me taking a piece from my collection.
Yes, Ernie keeps a crucifix collection in his house. Guess he had the perfect job. In a room in his place, he's got a little laboratory set up.
Can you sum up this moment for us, Mr. Blick?
But
This is a fantasy.
mostly, I'm excited about the future.
Soul that is lost,
The warden of Shawshank plays his brother, Frank. He's a preacher.
the other's lost. Get right with God.
Amanda Plummer plays Julia.
Oh man. So, what are you doing here?
That's his girlfriend.
Oh, I just came here for Christmas, parental guilt.
Really great.
Thank you. So do you.
Oh yeah. A waitress uniform is real chic.
That's Patty. I think she might be a little jealous.
I like 'em.
Guess what Ernie's been doing.
I've invented something, and I'm having all sorts of meetings on it now. In fact, I'm going to go see a lawyer when I leave here. Look, can you meet me at the power station at 5:34?
Yeah. What 5:34?
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Is that it?
Time to go see a patent lawyer.
It looks like a blender.
Well, that is Blender.
The blender's already been invented, Mr. Blake. I believe it was Oscar Beach. Or perhaps it was Samuel Hamilton. In any event, this is not a new idea.
This is not my invention. Truly.
Well, what is his invention?
This is big. Very big.
How big?
His brother Frank is also a germaphobe and very militant.
Airborne salute.
Well, I'm glad you're happy, Frank.
You gotta be prepared for the big one. Dad,
What?
I can't breathe. That has to exist. He invited me over to see it tonight.
Talking about the invention. So there's a big party to show off his invention, and his nephews are dressed as monsters.
I just want to ask that no food or drink be brought inside. So, okay.
Big reveal is upon us.
So,
Let's see it.
this is indeed a television that can tune in heaven.
So when he plays his images of heaven, all we see is static. But apparently he sees something that nobody else does.
It's snow.
Where?
So is he crazy? Or is he seeing what they can't?
You see it, don't you?
Heaven?
It's right there. Yeah.
He's very discouraged.
Are you sure?
Julie, will you get the fuck out of here?
So what's Ernie gonna do now? He's convinced he sees heaven, nobody else can. How does he get his point across? Perhaps a gun. Then he hops on a bus full of old people.
Man, no, I don't think I could ever hurt anybody.
That's good.
He's got his gun with him.
It's just I don't know what to do.
So he shares a story with the old ladies and old men on the bus. And he convinces them that, yeah, he has a device that can view heaven.
You really saw it, Ernie?
I really saw him. All right. Well, see, now I was thinking, it was just a thought that if I hijacked this bus, then the press would come real quick. I mean, I wouldn't really hijack it. Oh no, this is stupid.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
This young man here has a gun, and we would like to hijack your bus.
It's very funny, man.
Show him the gun, Ernie.
Oh, I left my bag on the seat. So, all right, now,
So-
my demands.
They're excited about the
We
hijacking.
want you to stop, and we want the press here, and we want 3 television stations network.
Okay.
I'm afraid we got a no-joke situation here, Hatch. We got a man here with a gun and a lot of frightened old women.
I'm not old.
Okay. Where is the assailant?
He's standing right here behind me, Hatch, with a gun.
Ernie, I'm giving you 30 seconds to get out of here with your hands up. You got me?
Look, Sheriff, I don't want to be a troublemaker, and I don't want to get you mad. But I've really thought about this thing, and I think I'm going to see it through. I don't think I'm going to come out. Okay, Sheriff. I want press people here with TV cameras, and I want to have an interview, a press conference.
Is this for your invention? You're not a very convincing terrorist, so you better cut the shit. I'm coming up on that bus, you're going to get off with me, and then we can all go home.
He hit me! He's beating me up! Do what he says! He'll kill me! He'll kill all of us!
At least to listen to whatever you do. Don't upset him.
Ernie, you asshole, what the fuck are you doing?
Are you mad?
If the invention works, so what? I mean, even if there is a heaven on the screen, what does that matter? Because most of the people around here believe that there's a heaven anyway.
It's me,
The press gets on board.
Ernie Blick, and the Fleetwood Township Charity Council, headed by Mrs. Emily Southwick.
Why have you done this, Ernie?
Well, it's a lot like life, but different. It's better, and people can see their relatives on Route 34.
He wants the bus to move now.
Now,
Yeah, now.
the sheriff ain't gonna like that.
Well, the sheriff doesn't have much choice, then, does he?
The bus starts to move, and then abruptly they start shooting.
Looking at it.
A very abrupt ending, and that's pretty much our film. All right, let's talk about this movie, Static. I always kind of get this movie mixed up with Euphoria, a movie I've already reviewed on this channel. Both are about people taking other people out into the desert to see something potentially heavenly. But this one's been released on DVD. That one hasn't. This was put out by Substance, which, you know, they're not the greatest DVDs in the world, but it's out there. So anyway, Static. It stars Keith Gordon and Amanda Plummer. Keith Gordon, you might remember from Dress to Kill. Probably his biggest role was Back to School, where he was Rodney Dangerfield's kid. But in this movie, he plays Ernie Glick. And it's a quirky little film. It's set in the desert somewhere. I don't know if it's Arizona, New Mexico, or I can't remember where, if they even said where they were. But he is this quirky guy who says he's invented something, and he's been teasing some of the townspeople, trying to get a patent and all kinds of things. Ultimately, he has like this reveal party with his brother and a few other people there, and he's got this like computer device, this console, and it's got like this little antenna on it, or like looks like a little mini satellite dish actually. And he says that he has found a way to broadcast images from heaven. Of course, everybody thinks he's nuts. And then when he turns it on to show them, he's watching it and he's like, mystified. He thinks it's beautiful, whatever he's seeing. All everybody else sees, though, and what we see is static. It's like a TV screen with static on it. Hence the title, Static. So is Ernie crazy, or is he seeing what other people can't see? I don't know. But anyway, so he's a little discouraged that nobody can see this. He doesn't know what to do. He ends up on a bus. He has a gun with him, and he's like a bus filled with elderly people. I don't know if they're on some sort of like elderly field trip or something, but he thinks maybe he should hijack this bus to try to get some media attention to his plight. Well, he tells his story to some of the ladies on the bus, and they all get behind him. They're like, yeah, hijack this bus, because they want to see these images of heaven and everything else too. So he does that, and he pulls the bus over. The sheriffs come out there, and he does get the media attention that he's looking for. The sheriff is somebody who knows him and thinks he's nuts, obviously, as well. So ultimately, he's being interviewed on television, and the plan was he wants to take this, the next step. He said, well, let's drive up Highway 34, and we'll see what we can do from that point. And the bus driver was like, I don't think the cops are going to like that. But he decides to start, and as soon as he starts doing that, some of the cops start shooting at the bus. The next thing you know, the whole bus explodes. It's on fire, and presumably everybody died. It was very abrupt. It happened all of a sudden. It's like boom, and they were gone. And that's pretty much how our movie ends. That is Static. That is Ernie Glick. So again, quirky little film. Apparently the director, whose name is it's like Mark Romanek or something like that. He directed 1 Hour Photo, was the next movie he directed, which was many years later, 20 years later or so. But apparently he's disowned this film and wants nothing to do with it, which is kind of odd because it is a quirky little film, and it seems to be that people who have seen this movie really like it. It's an independent film. It's just a strange little thing, but I kind of dig it too. It's just got a weird vibe to it. But anyway, I don't really have much else to say about Static. Static is a movie that I saw a little bit of on cable. I caught the end of it, and I thought I really liked this movie, so I decided to tape it. That was probably in the spring of 1987 or something like that. It was a long time ago. I had it on a beta tape. So there you go. I think it was a Memorex tape, actually. I think I had it on the same tape with Gourmet, Zombie Chef from Hell, another movie I reviewed earlier. So anyway, that is it. It's Static. Check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Maybe it's streaming here on YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised. But check it out. Leave some comments. I'm going to leave you a link down below if you're looking for it. Watch it. Bye.